And welcome back to some more of the new Giren's Ambition with me, PolarDash. We've entered turn 26, and in that previous turn of turn 25, we did lots of New York stuff. I think we made a lot of progress in New York. We got our entire invasion force converging on the center there to capture the city. Unfortunately, since the Federation wanted to magically spawn GM strikers in the center on that final round of the interior combat phase, I don't know what to call the. I want to make a official term for the 5 round fighting thing that happens once you enter a production facility, but can't think of like a good catchy one. But you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they spawn a bunch of dudes there, and now we'll have to spend another turn at it to capture it. I think if I was a bit more lucky and if I was a bit more smart, I think we would have been able to capture it that turn. But I think, yeah, you know, if I just went and brought amphibious suits, I think we would have gotten it, because then I wouldn't have been like wasting my exams shooting that stupid submarine. I think my ATSM assets would have been more useful if I were taking their beams and just directing them at the center, at the GM strikers and shit, and just blowing them up with all the ATSM leaders and all them awesome stuff that the ATSM comes with. Instead of like trying to pew pew away at a submarine that was sitting on a capture point, healing and shit, and launching missiles and stuff, and harassing me and being lame. Yeah. Then I think we would have captured it. But we haven't. So now we're stuck, yeah, having to go through another turn where this fucker is still blinking. They would still be blinking though, even if we did capture it, because then we would have to like take out all the fish eyes in the water and all the gun tanks that are rolling in to officially claim it as our New York. Yeah, which reminds me, we got gun tanks rolling in from the southwest in the interior map that we'll need to take care of. Like, we'll have to capture the center quickly, and then fortify our position to prepare for the counterattack from the gun tanks. The lone Zaku cannon on my Dodai, I think he bought us like a round or two for my guys to prepare, because all the gun tanks decided to converge on it. So I hope his sacrifice will prove to have been a good decoy for a guy trying to capture the center. Because I don't need that artillery shit happening when I'm trying to deal with GM strikers that are magically spawning from within some kind of cavernous abyss in the center of New York. They're just crawling out with Revel Dark Magic. But yeah, so that's that. And like in the world map, you know, skirmishes are happening here and there. Odessa was saved by the Powerpuff prototype goof and Desert Zaku. And we got these like big trays filled with death rolling out of the production centers here and here, I think, and like here and everywhere. And I think we're gonna have to really start worrying about the defenses around Odessa, the Desert Rommel, and what was this guy? What was that guy? That guy with the headsets. I think are gonna start getting overwhelmed by like the bajillion hit points that are big tray and the bajillion hit points that are gun cannon. So I think we're gonna have to start like focusing our productions in Odessa around units that can be used here instead of over here. I think all the Zugaks should be enough to finish off New York, and then the Zugaks can then further be used in the attack on California base, I think. But we're gonna have to start building like beefy things of our own to counter their beefy things in Odessa. I think that needs to start happening. And also, they're being the guys that sorted out of California base are being very cautious against our Sakutu Seas for whatever reason. They might have forfeited New York, right? These guys are all frantically radioing the California dudes to relieve them, to reinforce their line that's falling apart. But they're like, you know, I think you guys are screwed. I think we're gonna fortify our own positions and see you guys in hell. I think that's what's going on here. So they are making this huge line of planes and shit centered around Denver, which our douchebag Lord Zaku 1 captured because he was awesome at being a douchebag. And once we finish with New York, we're gonna have to wade through all these guys to get here. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. So we're gonna have to like, I think once again rely on Zaku Cannon. We got Gals though coming in, which can shoot painful beams at air guys. And I think the Zigak S are also good at shooting air targets, and they're gonna be riding Dodai. But I would like more anti-air stuff here if we can get some. And then we're going to do the same strategy that we did in New York, where we're just going to fly guys fast into the center with Dodai and with units that are good at traversing through all terrain and then stuff. But that's way later. We can talk about that later. And that's it. In space, nothing's happening in space. Like, super nothing. So, you know, I like, all these Musais are being wasted, not doing anything. So I think what I'm going to start doing is, I think in this turn, we're going to start building lots of stuff everywhere. We've got all these production factories that aren't doing anything, so we got all these factory workers that are being paid to do nothing, and that irritates me. So, I think now that we lost lots of dudes that sacrificed their lives trying to take New York, and you know, defending other things, we can start making another line of mass production units. I'm thinking the Zakutu F2. So right, I think what I'm gonna do with the Musais is I think I'm gonna make like a logistic line with them, kind of like what I was doing with like stuff out here and like with Makube here, like placing a bunch of Musais in like intervals throughout the logistic line that connects Solomon and the area around Earth, so that like I'll have all my Zakutu F2s, which will be coming out of Solomon. Then they'll like launch out on their own onto a waiting Musai, and then that Musai would then go further toward Earth, and then on the next turn, the Zakutu F2s on that Musai would deploy out of that Musai onto another Musai, which will take them to the the drop zone where HLVs will be waiting for that third turn. So it'll be like 3 turns. It'll be, for them to get to Earth. Just a lot of turns, considering how long turns take in this game. 3 turns. 3 turns from now sounds like a month from now in real time for me. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna be doing. And like, I'm gonna see like if it takes 3 turns for. No, actually, it takes 2 turns. Yeah, that's probably shorter than. Like, I'm wondering if 1. Yeah, probably not. No. I was like wondering if I place like a bunch of Musais between like Abawaku and Solomon, if I can get that unit faster to Solomon that way by just doing it manually, or by doing it through the transport system. But I think through the transport system is faster. Then if I'm gonna do it that way, I can just go from from where's this place? Abaku, just directly to Odessa. But I think I want some of my units dropping into North America too. So I think what I'm gonna do is to do that build out of Solomon. I will make the express train of Musai to drop into Earth through HLVs to where I need them, and then the rest, these guys out here, will go into Odessa, where I can use the Zaku 2 F2s to help defend Odessa. I think. But I'm also like seeing the cheat hacks that are shields in this game. Shields don't break, and they like prevent half the damage that's dealt to the unit. So instead of Zaku 2 F2s, like Goose might be better, but Goose can't travel in space. And I like Zaku 2 F2s. I think they look cool. Goose look cool too, but I don't want to like build too many of them because then we're not getting variety. So Zaku 2 F2s, I'm just gonna build a whole crap ton of them. Then I might build Goose too. The Goose have become expensive now that I built them upgraded. So Zaku 2 F2s look like cheaper solution. Like they cost what, 850 resources, 350 money. Where's Goose? Goose costs a lot more. And I could build Zaku 2 Js too, but yeah, I think the Zaku 2 F2s are going to be replacing the Js in their function. Those Zaku 2 F2s they don't travel, they don't fight well on mountains. So that's why I'm thinking about using them in like Odessa, where there are a few mountains. Where there are tons of mountains around Odessa, but like around the surrounding terrain. Or the outer terrain, I don't know, the outer rim terrain. Notably like North Africa and then like into Russia, into Eastern Europe, there are a lot less mountains where I think these guys will be useful. Maybe. But the Zaku 2 Js, I think I fucked up their upgrades. I should have put some into armor. I'm regretting that now. Because, yeah, 75 hit points is just not enough. Probably could have done less damage, more armor. Like at the time I built these, I didn't really, really understand that 75 hit points is not enough. But when the Federation began rolling out like gun cannons and gun tanks with their 4,000 hit points, and then their big trays with 5 billion hit points, and their GM strikers with 3 gazillion hit points. The Zaku 2J 75 started looking like a tiny fraction of that, and it is. So these guys, I guess, like I want to just like fill this game with Zaku 2Js, but I can't because they don't have enough hit points. It's a shame. But I think they're still useful because their Type C weapon loadout allows them to carry Mozilla tops, which are has a range of 2, and you can shoot into the air. So maybe when I need them, I'll build them. Or I might just build them anyway because I like Zaku's. Let's wanna. Man, they don't get shields too. They don't have shield. They got their shoulder. They get shoulder shields, but it's not in the game as a shield. It sucks. But anyway, so all that and more coming up. We're gonna be building stuff, and then this. So what am I doing first? I want to secure resources because we need resources to build stuff. Give me resources. Okay. And then I'm gonna check that my people don't hate me. They don't, which means I could make them hate me without causing too much of a ruckus. So we're just gonna do it. We're gonna be spending a lot of money this turn. So give me the shits. Yes, I'm out to piss people off. Do it again. Yes! And that man's like, I love my job. I love taking shit from people. Okay. Now, just do like easy stuff first. Oh, here we go. Intelligence Bureau is saying that the Federation's caution level is decreasing. They're at caution level B. Which means, alright, let's check. And since I'm recording, I can actually go back and check my recording to compare. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this, the purple bar, which is like the amount of enemy tech that we stole. If you do the steal more tech level, while their caution level is low, you're supposed to get more. So we're gonna see how much we get. So we're like about half. And we're gonna go here and we're gonna send some spies out to steal some of their blueprints and stuff. So if you like compare the chicken scratch, this is the same as this. And then, you know, this XP. That's what we want. Do it. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna do like research. But I don't have a whole lot of money to spend. Maybe I should do the building first. Building is more important. Though, like, maximizing my level gain is important too, but... I mean... Like someone pointed out, since... once you get to the next level, this costs more. It's best to get the bar as close to full as you can, so that then you can dump the highest amount to level 9, so you get a nice, you're ahead without having to have paid the extra funds. I don't think I care that much. This game, the pace that you get mobiles in this game, I think, is a little too fast for my liking. So, I mean, I can't keep up with the shit they want me to build. So I think I'm okay with it being slow, unless like the Federation is totally trolling and exploiting that, and I think they are. So we're just gonna research as fast as we can and just build death machines for you to get fucked. Or why don't we at least do basic research full? There we go. See, look, that gave us like a huge gain. That's awesome. Cause now we're even. All right. So I want to build stuff. I want to build. So we're gonna need to build a bunch of Zakutu F2s everywhere, and then we're gonna upgrade it all. So let's, and then Odessa. I don't know what the hell I want to build in Odessa. Like, I want to now build stuff to help the defenders in Odessa instead of producing things to send to New York. I think them gals filled with Zagok S's and Zagoks on Dodai should suffice as reinforcements. And then we're going to be using those Zagoks to attack California base in the same manner we attacked New York. You know, along with, like, the Zakus and the Goose. Just gonna be all bum rushing, and then they're gonna converge in the center. Once we can pass all those flyers. Focused around Denver. But yeah, we'll... I don't know, Odessa. What do I want to build in Odessa? They're bringing up a whole crap ton of big trees, and we're just gonna need to hurt them a lot. They're getting a bunch of Zakutu F2s from Abelku and Zim City, so we're not gonna need to build Zakutu F2s. in Odessa, because that'd be waste. Could build more desert Zaku. But I might be better off building more goofs here. But goofs are expensive now that I upgraded them. But goofs. Oh, that's right. We need to build Makuve's goof. We'll do that first. That's important. Flight types? Goof flight types? But I think I want to build these in New York once we capture it. But they're not good at hitting things in the air. That makes no sense. Maybe after, like, you know, is there a way I can check? Or are they in transport right now? I think they're still in transport. I'm gonna check. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. This way. Goof. This is no. Okay. Looking for. I don't see it. Goof C. I think it's in oh, there it is. Goof H. Where is it? Oh, it's in Odessa. I'm gonna say something. Oh, it's gonna cut the music though. Oh. Alright, hold on. What I want to see is if I get them airborne, if their stats will change. If they're in the air, they can shoot air targets easier. I need to confirm that because otherwise they're useless. Okay, that works. Sort of. That makes no sense. What is wrong with this unit? Okay. Really? This is a weird unit. Okay, so getting them in the air allows them to hit targets in the air easier, but it reduces their, like, they can't move very well in the air, even though they're like a flight type. What? Well, I guess. I mean, they're not like planes. Like, I guess they can just kind of, you know, go whoop and just kind of fly around like this, all wobbly. That's kind of lame. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna build these in New York once I capture it. I'm gonna use the one I have here to test their abilities and see if they're worth building. Okay, cool. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. Alright. Still doesn't solve the problem what I want to build here. I know what I don't want to build. Those are Goof H types. Right. Goof Bs are expensive. Is there any like unit that I haven't built yet that I could be building here? Probably not. Marine types, no. I could build Zonka 2Js, I could. Zonka 2Cs. But they might be a decent choice if I were to, like, set them in the rear position of a formation. So when the big trees decides to, like, deal 100 points of damage on random suits in my line, the suits in the rear won't insta-melt if they're Goof Cs with their 180 hit points. Goof Cs? I don't know. It feels like a waste of a turn to build those. Any mobile armors? Atoms? I can build one more. No, though. Not this turn. Not when they're going to cost me 6,000 resources to build. Tanks? Still attack times I could build. Oh, no, I can't. Attack. No. Dops. Fat uncles. More gals. Sakutu J's is... I probably don't want to build those because, like, yeah, like I was saying before, they only got 75 hit points. And 75 hit points is insta-death against big trays. So, I feel like the only logical choice I'm seeing here is the Goof C-type. Really? I'm building these? They're, like, unreasonably expensive. 1,100? If they're gonna cost me 1,100, I might be better off just building Zakutu Bs. I could give them a chance. Why don't we do, like, some? Well, yeah, we'll build 2, 3, 4. And we'll build 2 of these. There. I can build one more. I can build one more something. How many goof bees do I have in the area? I think it's these guys. Alright, I'll build... Actually, no, since I'm building Makule Goof, I only need 3. Okay, that means I'm building another Goof C. I'm gonna regret this decision. It's okay. Alright, there goes all my resources. Alright, and then everywhere else, I think we're gonna build Zakutu F2s, and then we're just gonna mass upgrade them. First out of Solomon. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll bet a Zakutu S. Let me think. Yeah, because I don't have enough Zakutu S, and Zakutu S are awesome. How many things can fit in the Musai? I think 6, right? 6, yeah. Okay. Alright, let's build stuff out of other places. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then if we have enough money, we'll build a bunch of Zakutu S. Granada. One, 2, 3, 4. It's not looking like it. Bubble Coup. Can I support all this? I got 260. I can build 40. On 8. So if I build 6 here, 14. It's yeah, I can build. Yeah, technically, yeah, because 8. I got 5 capture points. Or production facility with the bees. And 8 times 5 is 40. That's exactly the amounts I build. As many as I can in all of them. That'll max my build limit. But I won't be able to do that. I don't have enough resources. Build 2 more. And have 3... Oh shit. I need money to upgrade, right? Pretty sure I need money. Good. Can't build Zaku 2S. I'll build Zaku 2S next turn. Shouldn't have built those Zaku, or I shouldn't have built those Goofsies. They're just stupid expensive. Oh well. So another Zaku 2F2 here. One more. That'll be... No, that god damn it, hitting the random buttons. None of this here. Go. Also, you get 850 resources from somewhere by scrapping something. I got the Zanzibar. If I scrap this, how much resources would it give me? A lot? You give me a lot? Zanzibar. Do I need the Zanzibar somewhere? Like, do I send it to Odessa? What would it do me? So, what are the stats on Zanzibar? Let's check. A lot of hit points. 9 move. Holy crap. Wow, they're paying. And they can capture points? Really? Yeah, I can't. I don't want to scrap this. This thing just sounds useful. And the fact that it can go up and down will help me with my logistic line from Solomon to Earth, without having to use HLVs which can't launch back up into the air. Alright, so let's send this thing to Odessa before I decide to be stupid and decide to, like, later on to sell it. Bye. Go to Odessa. I think I also got units in Odessa that arrived. Flight type. I got more Zigaks. I built more of these. Yes, I did. I can't sell any of this. I got fat uncles to carry them. Why did I build these? Why did I build these Zigaks again? I don't remember. Oh, because they're Zigak S's, and these are regular Zigaks. Yeah. What is this? Stop being stupid. Stop sending fisheye over here. Okay, so I guess we're done building. That's it. Nothing else we can build. We want to upgrade though. Here. First of all, the Zakatu F2s that I built. It's important that I upgrade these. Movement first. Let's get this thing to 8. Movement. Oh, no. Movement 8. Seeing the damage reduction. Okay. And I think grunts are just better off giving it, like, armor. But we'll do damage. That only increases the Heathawk damage. It's not increasing my machine gun damage, which is what it uses the most. Only the Sternfalls and grenades and stuff, which they won't use unless it's the force is commanded by someone. Let's do armor. What of course I got where'd it go? How many? 3, 6, 7. I can do what? 2 more? Armor. Then more dex. This is the last upgrade. Damage. Oh, damage would increase my Heathawk by 2 points. Not armor. Armor or dex. Or not. Damage or dex. Damage or dex. Well, dex will only increase by 1 point. Damage will increase Heathawk damage by 2. And grenades by 1. So I guess that's worth it. There you go. Okay. And then now I need to upgrade the Zakatu C's. Wherever the fuck they are. Or not the goose. I'm looking for like a Zaku. That would have been bad if I started upgrading Zakatu C's at this point. Where are the goose? Up here. I think we'll do a bunch of speed and then just armor. Right? Get this to 7. These things can't move very fast either. Just pain in the ass. My damage isn't being reduced though, that's kinda cool. Notice that? I'll just keep doing this until... There he goes. And damage to bring it back up. And then the rest into armor. Oh, but I can't improve speed anymore. That'll kill it. Mass production ability. Reduce their cost. It'll hurt their damage. I don't want to hurt their damage. One more upgrade left. Energy? Oh my goodness, I will never build these ever again. They cost 1,600 resources to build per. That's stupid. Even reducing it by making them cheaper, this still will not work for me to look at them in the menu screen ever again. Maybe I just won't upgrade anything. $216 armor is fairly respectable. Yeah, well, I guess I'll give him more juice. There you go. And that's all I built this turn, right? Yeah, because then I built Goose, which they're fully upgraded. Oh no, oh they're not. Well, awesome then. So what am I doing with these? More heat rod damage. Armor. Armor. You know why? Because they got shields. And having more armor will make it even harder for them to die. You need even pump more armor. 162 hit points. Wow. Dude, the Goose are like the best suits ever. This is the last upgrade. I'd like the extra 2 points of damage in Heat Rod, to be honest. But 162 hit points. 162 hit points. Okay, so that's my Goose. They're gonna come more upgraded. It's awesome. Okay, now I got some... Oh man, I have no money left. I'm not gonna have any money left after this. And then I don't need to spend money anywhere else, do I? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna blow it. Actually, do I have any research? I don't remember seeing anything. Oh, right, the freaking mobile diver system. What is this? What good will this do to me? Or do for me? I don't even know how this would function. Like, I didn't think I would see this unit in this game, even though they were doing the whole MS Igloo crap, where the guys were killing my dudes. How does this work? That bit of curiosity alone is making me want to build this. And curiosity wins. Because I'm the type when I was little that would stick his finger inside a, you know, into like a fan to see if it hurt, or to see what would happen, and I'd be crying because it hurt. I used to do that as a kid. If I stick my finger in this fan, would it hurt? And yes, it did. There went all my money. Okay, I hope I don't need more money this turn, because I don't have any. I blew it all. Holy crap, this is the first time ever I spent about like a whole good close to an hour on just building stuff. Wow. Another milestone to the slowness that is me. So I think I'm gonna cut the video here. Yes. For those that don't care about building and production or watching any of that, you can just, those guys can then wait for the next video and just skip this one. So I'll be doing some certain individuals a favor. So next time, we can probably combine, I don't know, space might take another like hour or two because I'm gonna start forming my logistic line. It shouldn't take time, it's all just gonna be moving random muesli out there. Then it'll probably take like a whole half an hour to see which units should shoot the subplane out of the sky, out of space, and oh, and I'm gonna do Mikuve properly, and then I'm gonna make sure that I don't have any units out here that should be doing stuff that I was, you know, and if I had units planned to be doing stuff out here that I'd forgotten about. But yeah, all that, and hopefully we can get to the ground next time. We'll see you then, bye!